There we go.
Welcome everybody into the News 4 Forum, the show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off this morning with a look at what's happening today. We've talked about it all morning long. News 4 teamed up with the Reno Tahoe International Airport and emergency responders to prepare for disaster and a large breaking news situation. The mock-up scene, an airliner crash at the end of the freeway. Again, this was just a drill, but it was all for us to practice. Our very own reporter Jamie Hayden joins us from the Emergency Operations Center, taking a look at how social media played a large role in this operation. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, thank you so much for that. Everybody's learning a lot from this one. We appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look now at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is 4 people killed in car crash, 2 others injured. The Nevada Highway Patrol says that the crash happened last night on State Route 227 in Spring Creek. And authorities say that a Ford Focus crashed into the right side of a Ford Expedition. It was making a left turn. Now, the Expedition overturned, striking a light pole and knocking it over. On CNN, the most read story this morning is search area for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 can now be discounted. According to CNN, officials say that the first part of the search mission is now complete, and they've determined it is not the plane's final resting place. But Australia's Prime Minister said that the government is still very confident that the remains of the Boeing 777 is still in that area where efforts have been concentrated. It just gets more confusing. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is Scout Willis, daughter of Bruce and Demi, goes topless in Manhattan. According to Fox, the 22-year-old walked the streets of Manhattan topless to protest Instagram's nudity policy. Willis tweeted about her photos saying, quote, "What Instagram won't let you see. Hashtag free the nipple," end quote. Trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag Inside Snowden. Did you watch? Almost a year after leaking details of government surveillance program, Edward Snowden sat down with Brian Williams on NBC Nightly News. The leak sparked national debate about privacy and security and the surveillance programs used by the NSA and the CIA. Snowden stressed to Williams that he isn't working with the Russian government because he no longer has any material left to give them. Did you see the part 2 about them being able to use, or supposedly being able to use your cell phone, your pictures, your... Ooh, interesting stuff. All right, now on to our viewer voice segment. We ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning. And you can be live with us right here on the show. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account, circle me, Melissa Carlson, let me know you're interested. Today, we have one topic. The first one, and only one. Does Hollywood have a role in promoting the kind of misogyny that apparently drove Elliot Rodger to a murderous rampage in Santa Barbara, California? That's what at least one critic is saying, and now Hollywood is fighting back. Michelle Turner reports.
In the bloody aftermath of the Santa Barbara mass killings, Washington Post film critic Ann Hornaday sees Elliot Rodger's video diatribe against society.
"Oh, you popular kids. You've never accepted me."
And writes a column tying his murders to his life as a director's son growing up on the fringes of Hollywood. In it, she writes, Rogers' rampage may be a function of his own profound distress, but it also shows how a sexist movie monoculture can be toxic for women and men alike.
He had created this video on YouTube that seemed to be such a product of the entertainment industry that he did grow up in, literally, and also just as a member of the culture.
But her column specifically points to Seth Rogen's recent film Neighbors and other comedies made by writer, producer, director Judd Apatow, asking,
how many students watch outsized frat boy fantasies like Neighbors and feel, as Roger did, unjustly shut out of college life that should be full of, quote, sex and fun and pleasure?
Are you talking to me?
Those comments inspire a celebrity backlash on Twitter, with Rogen tweeting, I find your article horribly insulting and misinformed. How dare you imply that me getting girls in movies caused a lunatic to go on a rampage? While Apatow added, she uses tragedy to promote herself with idiotic thoughts. For her part, Hornaday says she didn't mean to single out or directly blame Apatow or Neighbors.
The movies that we watch that are primarily created by men and primarily pivot around male fantasies of wish fulfillment and vigilante justice, how that might inform not just someone suffering under really terrible mental illness, but the culture at large.
A culture still struggling to understand what could drive a young man to murder.
That was Nichelle Turner reporting, asking our Google Plus, what do you think about it? Do you think that there's a possibility that Hollywood had a hand in this or could play roles in some of the other tragic events that we've been talking about recently? Or no, two totally different things, and if we change it just because of one person or a few select people, then doesn't it affect everybody else? Not giving out, those type of movies that a lot of people say they like to see. Diano, can you see the connection that's being made here between these movies and potentially some incidents where people are killed in mass amounts, or is there no connection whatsoever?
I can see how they're forcing a connection. It's like I don't see where one could actually logically be made here. It's like you always got these things like people are always trying to blame something. It's like rock music, rap music, video games, comic books, Hollywood. Take your pick. There's always been things that have been targets for any time some sort of tragedy happens. It's like, okay, it must be this fault. It must be this fault. The responsibility for this has one person and one person only to blame: the person who did it. It's his fault, nothing else.
Do you agree, Kempton? Can you see what she's saying here, that we're breeding a culture, if you will, off of this type of misogynistic thinking that's in so many movies, it's in so many different media outlets, it's out there. We're the ones that are helping to make this an issue. Do you think that he would have come to these thoughts by himself if he wasn't in Hollywood and wasn't seeing these type of movies?
Well, in this case, it's a very mentally ill mass murder killer with access to gun that is killing all the victims here. And I truly hope that we don't get sidetracked with the Hollywood thing. And in this case, let one of the father of the victim actually maybe help change the thing. And in fact, I think the father of the killer also want changes.
Al, real quickly, your final thought?
Basically, I agree with everybody else. This is a separate incident where the focus is turning on to the Hollywood, but not necessary to, like the victim's father was saying, towards guns. So I think that with Hollywood, just leave Hollywood alone. It's not really an excuse to blame Hollywood or video games when it's actually the person that's actually causing the violence.
Put the blame where it should be, which is with the person that committed it. All right, thanks everybody. I appreciate it. We'd love to hear what you have to say. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook page. All right, coming up next, a local nonprofit wants to increase positive self-esteem, and they think selfies can help. We'll explain coming up next.
Sorry for blabbing on, talking for too long.
Yeah, I apologize.
Thanks, everybody.
Too. I had a really powerful.
I'll blame Canada for that too.
Yeah. I think that was going to be like I think that's one of those issues one of these issues where that's going to take a long time to explain.
Well, if anyone, I just think it's a whole,
but if I don't come back on camera, it's going to be a camera up over me.
What this lady's doing is taking this to a whole different level of off base and ridiculous.
Yeah.
If anyone saw that 7-minute video that guy made, the last thing you're going to do is blame Hollywood. There's a million things people will blame before they think of Hollywood.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, any attempts to blame Hollywood like that is just a gross oversimplification of a remarkably complicated situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Another example of
we talked about this. Well, I talked to Brian about it. I don't know. Is Brian directing today? No. So we're not going to come back to me on cam because I'm wearing different clothing. So as soon as the package is done, just go pull up a cam, and I'll just say we'll be right back with a look at your forecast. Stay with us. Alex, real quickly, sorry about that. Because I'm not wearing the same thing, as soon as the package ends, take a cam, and I will tease out. Stay with us. We're going to be right back with a look at your forecast when you return. Blah blah blah. We won't even go to Saks unless you want to. Okay. I will toss to break. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. See you guys later, too.
Later.
Got to run.
Bye.
Bye.
See everybody.
Bye, Al.
Okay, hold on a second, Amanda. Do you want me to go me on a cam and then toss to Alex, who normally does her tease here? Okay, so I toss to break. Okay, I toss to break. Got it. And welcome back, everybody. A local not-for-profit is taking selfies into their own hands. Organizers want to get the word out about Awaken, what it is and what they do. Joining me now live via Google Plus is Awaken founder Melissa Holland. Hi, Melissa. Hi, thanks for being with us. All right, first and foremost, what is Awaken and how did it all get started?
Yep, Awaken, we're a local nonprofit here in Reno, Nevada, and our region is starting to expand to just northern Nevada. But we work primarily with sex trafficking victims or anybody in any area of commercial sexual exploitation. So whether it be even strip clubs, escort service, brothels, legal, illegal, all facets of it. So we've been around for about 4 or 5 years, and it's a passion on my heart, and it's a passion on a lot of people in this community's heart to try to be a solution for a problem that we have right here in our community.
Explain to me a little bit about the selfies part of it. Everybody's used to taking their selfies, right? You know, I'm here, I'm eating at this restaurant, da-da-da-da. But you all have incorporated it into kind of a movement. Explain that, will ya?
Yeah, so the Selfies project that we did is a part of our prevention program with Awaken, and we look at it as if these girls are raised with areas of vulnerabilities to exploit by pimps, then our goal in prevention is to remove any area of those vulnerabilities. And we saw how Dove did the selfie project, and they do it for redefining beauty. And that is what gave us the inspiration to do it right here with Damani Ranch High School through their FCA program. So they invited us in, and we had basketball players from UNR's women's basketball team, and we had Miss Reno 2014 and a couple of other Awaken volunteers go in for a couple weeks and be mentors with these girls, primarily freshman girls, because in America the average age of entry into prostitution is 12 to 14. So the younger, the better for us in the area of prevention for this side. So we went in, they allowed us into the freshman girls, and just worked with them for a couple weeks on helping them redefine beauty. Because when these girls, when you see like on Facebook and Instagram, they're taking selfies, we always know girls are trying to take what they think are just the best features, and they're always hiding things that they don't like about themselves. Well, we don't want them to have to hide anything, because those are the areas of exploitation. Yeah. So what's beautiful is you don't even have to talk about trafficking with these kids to do prevention. You just have to help them feel really good about themselves, and that eliminates the areas of exploitation for these pimps.
So the event happened a while ago. We're just following up on it now a little bit. What can people still participate in this? Is there something else they can still do, and how can they find out more information about it?
Right. So we would actually love to be able to go into more schools. We've got curriculum that we can use to help get into the classes. We do assemblies, and we'd like this to just be the pilot program to continue working with kids so that we can eliminate and completely abolish all areas of sexual exploitation in this area. So we're looking for more invitations. People can check out our website at awakenreno.org to get more information on us. We do awareness events and outreach events all throughout the community to just try to help us be aware, because the goal is if there's no profit for these guys in our area, they won't come here anymore. But the reality is we do, and kids from all high schools are being trafficked. They're being recovered by local law enforcement. and it is right here. And so we do have a problem to address, and we like to try to address it in positive ways.
I love it. For those who think it not in our town, it does. It can happen in our town. This is a great project. Awaken. If you'd like more information, of course, you can also go to our website as well. We'll have a link there for you. Melissa, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you so much for all of your hard work in all of this. We appreciate it. All right, we go to Alex now with a quick look at our forecast. When we come back, stay with us. The News 4 Forum will be right back. But I pulled it out, didn't I? Was that confusing? I just added confusion onto the confusion, but I took care of it. Don't you worry.
I was ready to talk.
I saw you spruced right up. Doesn't ramen sound
Oh my
amazing?
gosh, campsite, one word or two, guys.
It really does.
Campsite, one word or two?
I'm pretty sure it's one.
Good.
I think it's one. I'm fairly certain it's one. It's
well,
one.
it's going to be one.
Yeah, it's one. Just verified.
Thank you. Hashtag campsite.
That's right. That's awesome. That's such a great idea to cure your spelling problem for 2 words, 1 or 2. Just put a hashtag, take care of it in front of it. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Fixes it right there.
Yep. Talk about covering your bases.
Exactly.
My knee is really bothering me.
Well, for me, it's like, I don't know. It's like I woke up this morning and my entire forearm was tingling.
Uh-oh.
It's just really weird.
Is it still tingling?
A little bit.
Which arm, right or left?
Right arm.
Come on, Ravens. They are, gosh, they've gone to heck in a basket. Heck in a...
I keep forgetting to bring your thing. I have it sitting on my... I'm setting myself an alarm.
3 Ravens booted from a bar.
Bummer.
I'd boot them too. Boom.
Would have been nice if that had happened a year and a half ago.
Welcome back, everybody. Beautiful day outside, and I have to say we didn't plan the purple today. Just
No,
looked
we
down
didn't.
and realized we're both wearing it. But gorgeous day outside.
And just, gorgeous is our color, purple, blue, whatever color you want to believe it is. Yeah, I'll take it. Not bad. Keeping things bright, the blue skies that are outside, we're also bringing into the News 4 studio. We are going to continue to see these nice conditions for the rest of your work week.
I want to be there.
And that's why I thought, you know what, it's Thursday, we're already looking to Friday. Yeah. Let's start showing some of the pictures. One of our viewers sent this into our News 4 Facebook page, and it was in, I've never been there, Fort Churchill, but that's where they went camping this past weekend for Memorial Day. Yeah, beautiful shot. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you are going to be out and about this weekend, please feel free to share those photos with us. We absolutely love it, although I know there is a chance for isolated showers coming up this weekend, but we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. 64 degrees in Rio right now, 63 in Fallon, 91 down in Las Vegas. They got up to that triple digits yesterday, so they're certainly a lot warmer than we are. We're about average. 78 was our high yesterday with the low of 52, that average being 77 and 48. So we're much cooler than what we were at the start of the week, but it is on average. 18 is going to be your sunset. No precipitation yesterday, but as we have this low pressure system that's locking into our area, that's what brought us those gusty conditions out in front of a cold front, and that's why we're seeing degrees that are about 10 degrees less for our highs and lows. And we also, once we put our futurecast into motion, we're going to start to see some high clouds start to push in. Very clear today, blue skies today. We won't get those partly cloudy skies till possibly tomorrow, and then through your weekend, and there's that chance of precipitation this weekend as well. And I want to show you your futurecast because we do have those calm conditions out there. I know the Reno Aces will be playing today, so those winds out there aren't going to be gusting too bad, not towards the outfield, maybe helping us with those home runs. We could get up to some double digits, but that's about it. It's going to stay very light out there. As for Elko, 77 and 40 today with northwest winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly sunny skies in the northeastern part of our state. Beautiful day. This could be the best day on the forecast. 79 and 52 for Hawthorne, 78 and Fallon, and they're going to remain in the upper 70s for the next couple of days. The lake's going to be calm, 69 and 34 for South Lake Tahoe. East winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Remain in the low 60s for the rest of the lake. Truckee getting pretty cold in those overnight lows. 76 and 44 for Carson City. Light winds there today and on into the evening. We're going to keep calm wind-wise. 72 and 40 for Stead, 75 and 42 for Spanish Springs. A lot of blue skies out there, a lot of sunshine, very dry as well. 78 and 49 for Reno today. And as we go ahead and take a look at that first pitch for the Aces, it's looking like it's going to be about the mid-70s and light winds. So go Aces, go ahead. Love watching that baseball when it's beautiful blue skies outside. So we're going to get into the 80s by Friday, but it's going to stay low 80s as we head into next week. That cloud cover will help warm us up a little bit, but we're also going to see some isolated showers potentially by Saturday afternoon and on into next week. Could see some isolated thunderstorms as well on Sunday, but the best potential for that is going to be north of Susanville. Melissa?
All right, thank you so much. Coming up next, if you live in Iowa, shopping on Craigslist just became safer. More on that coming up when we return. I'm starving, Deanna. Can you please bring something for me to eat?
I'd probably eat it on the way to the studio. It's like I'm hungry as hell. It's like it's so weird. It's like I very rarely I'm hungry in the mornings, but today is like I don't know.
Do you not eat breakfast, Deanna?
Not generally. It's like well, unless you count coffee.
Oh my gosh, no. I
Yeah,
don't.
the first time I normally eat is about lunchtime.
But you're talking to the girl who has like 6 cups of coffee in the morning, so.
So crazy.
Well, you need 6 cups of coffee. It's like, I mean, if I woke up as early as you did, it's like I just have a coffee IV plugged into my arm at all times and just roll it around like a banana bag.
Just need me some coffee in the morning, like 2 big things of. Well, you've seen my water bottle of it. But the good thing is that I fill it up with water afterwards. So I'm not just drinking coffee.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's like that's the important thing. I'm always staying hydrated.
Golly. All I want is some ramen right now. Is that too much to ask?
Sure, ramen. It's like I've got my. It's like there's been like visions of prime rib dancing around in my head for the past few days.
Just a little bit of ramen, maybe some kimchi. I don't ask for much.
That makes one of us. I'm pretty sure I could eat my weight in sushi right now if I felt like it.
Ooh, sushi sounds good.
Sushi always sounds good.
I indulged at Campo twice over the weekend, so I'm trying to eat healthy now.
Hey, sometimes you got to go a little bit crazy.
Welcome back, everybody. Now in your tech news, Apple announced Wednesday that it will acquire the subscription streaming music service Beats Music and Beats Electronics. Beats co-founder Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre himself, yeah, they're going to be joining Apple and bring along their Beats headphones, speakers, and audio software. Apple CEO Tim Cook said that bringing the 2 companies together will, quote, create the most innovative must-have products and services in the world, end quote. Apple's going to pay, get this, $3 billion for the 2 companies. A lot of money there. Well, some great bargains can be found on Craigslist, and now in Iowa, police departments there say it has the perfect location for when it's time to meet your online buyer and seller in person. Janae Town explains.
Whatever you want, you can find someone selling it on Craigslist.
Over the weekend, sold quite a few things on Craigslist. We were cleaning out the house and some of the things that, we haven't used this forever.
After Dawn Stowe's posted her ad online, she met with the buyers and pocketed the cash, no problems.
You've heard the horror stories out there, and I think, the things that have bad situations that have happened.
Stowe's knows the do's and don'ts of buying and selling on Craigslist. For starters, she never meets anyone when she's home alone.
You're always leery about people coming to your house, and that's why, I think we try and keep things, even larger furniture stuff that we sold, we've always moved it to the garage to keep people from coming into our house.
For the right person, it gives them an opportunity to, do something bad and either rob you or steal your property.
That's why Ankeny police are offering up their parking lot to do business. They weren't prompted by a specific case. Officials say they just want to prevent anyone from falling victim to a scam or any harm when one of you likely has a pocket full of cash.
If it keeps us from taking a theft report or a, God forbid, a robbery report later on, it's well worth it.
Well lit at night, the parking lot is monitored by security cameras 24 hours a day.
That's a place I hadn't even thought about, but it makes sense. Total sense to go to, the ultimate public place that is safe.
For police, keeping buyers and sellers safe is the best deal of all.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's already happened.
That was Janae Town reporting. I love it. Police say that their parking lot may also deter someone from trying to pay with counterfeit money. All right, coming up next, a video of a cat who knows how to play with puzzles is taking the internet by storm. Yeah, you like Jenga? So does this kitty cat. Stay with us. We never have videos of cats. It's so strange.
Yeah, it's a rarity here. It's nice that we've broken from usual tradition and decided to go ahead and do this.
Deanna, I like to stretch the boundaries. I put it out there. We had a really cute video that I liked. It just takes a little bit long to get to, but it's a great video out of, I think, San Diego, where these two little girls are at an aquarium, it looks like, and they're playing with the seal. The seal's in the water. The little girl is out there. She's got some sort of stuffed toy, and she's running back and forth, and the seal's going too. Well, the little girl trips and falls, and the seal stops and looks like, oh my gosh, you okay? Are you okay? It's so cute. Like, obviously he can see her, and he or she stopped and was just concerned. It was very cute.
That's cool.
They did.
We won't play that one because it's too long to get into.
Well, we had it on Monday, but we were going to use something else. It's just that the part where the seal stops and looks is kind of shorter compared to the rest of it, so we could still use it, but it was very cute. Very cute.
I'll have to go check it out.
Okay, we are exhausted. We had an emergency training drill today, and we've just been like full court press.
They should bring us lunch. I think that would be a nice.
Yes, it's, looking at Alex and Melissa right now, it's like y'all should be on no-dos or something like that. It's like because I wasn't gonna say nothing, but y'all both look like y'all about to fall asleep at the desk.
Oh my gosh!
Isn't it funny to watch us because you'll see us like this because you get with Google Plus you can kind of see us in between.
You can,
and you see us just during show.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
it's like as soon as the light goes off.
Look it up more. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta go big. Go big or go home. Ain't that right?
Higher to heaven, closer to God.
See, there you go.
And smaller the hips.
Finally here on the floor. Jenga. Very popular game. Love it.
Love it myself.
Apparently cats love it too. Or
It's a
at least
challenge.
This one in particular, check it out. He knows what he's doing.
Oh man, he's
just
better than I am.
Look how did not work. He got it though. He joins in on this innocent game of Jenga and he does incredibly well. Posted just 2 days ago. It already has more than 91,000 views. Check it out. It's amazing, right? Cats, they're so sneaky. They can do anything. You don't underestimate a cat is the answer here. All right, real quickly, beautiful day ahead of us.
Beautiful day. Clear, calm, quiet. It's the best day on the 7-day forecast.
All right, we'll see you at noon, everybody. Have a good one.
I remember I was a kid playing Jenga with my little brother, and our cat pretty much took a flying leap through the dang thing. It was hilarious.
That cat is so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, ding dang.
Oh, look on the bright side, Melissa. You have another show before you can go
I know, right? I've got one more show. I feel like saying, you know what, Bill, for all the cut-ins and everything I did earlier, how did he get out of all of that?
That's a good question.
Sneaky McSneakerson? I'm going to have to ask him.
He Frank Moored his way out of it.
He did. He Frank Moored his way out of it.
Yes.
His whole thing is, I've done it so many times, I know, and brr. So, the boss applesauce. All right, everybody.
Up into the rafters.
I know, right? Oh, he's, you know what? And the thing is, he put his glasses on like no one would notice him at his computer. And his earphones on. Do you think he can't see you? Do you think we can't see you? Is that what's going on here? Probably.
Yeah, that's only makes them invisible.
I know, right?
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
It's like the the whole just ignore it until it goes away. If he ignores you all long enough, you leave him alone.
That's exactly it. I don't see you. You're not there. I'll see you at 11:45. That's when I need you. So that's when I'll see you. Is pretty much what we're talking about here.
Exactly. It's like you remember when you were a kid. I can't hear you. La 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 la.
I'm gonna have you go on my phone and you put it in the email yourself, because I don't know why else it will not send to you. Okay, bye, you guys. I'm headed out of here. Thanks, everybody on YouTube. We got 6 viewers right now, just chilling. Have a good one, you guys. I'd love to have you in. Come on in.
Yes, join us sometime. Hasta
All right.
mañana.
See ya, hun. Bye.